New York is home to several haunted hotels, each with its own eerie stories and paranormal legends. These historic hotels, located across the state from bustling New York City to more secluded areas like the Hudson Valley, have gained notoriety for their ghostly inhabitants and mysterious occurrences. Here are some of the most famous haunted hotels in New York. Number 1. Burn Bray Mansion. Burn Bray Mansion, nestled in Glens Bay, New York, is renowned as one of the most haunted hotels in the state. Built in 1908 by Margaret Ross Mackenzie Ilken as a summer retreat, the mansion's rich history and eerie tales make it a magnet for paranormal enthusiasts. The mansion itself is a grand Victorian home, featuring 14 rooms, elaborate woodwork, and beautiful stained glass windows. But beyond its architectural charm lies a chilling reputation for ghostly encounters. The haunting atmosphere begins the moment you set foot on the property. Surrounded by dense woods, the mansion stands alone, exuding an air of mystery. Its century-old walls seem to hold countless secrets, and guests often report feeling an unusual chill as they approach the building. The mansion's darkened corners and creaky floors set the stage for the paranormal activity that's said to take place within. Over the years, many guests have reported strange and inexplicable occurrences at Burn Bray Mansion. One of the most common experiences is the sensation of being watched. Visitors often describe a feeling of unseen eyes following them as they move from room to room. Some have even reported seeing shadowy figures lurking in the hallways, only to disappear when approached. These apparitions are believed to be the spirits of former residents or guests who once walked the halls of the mansion. One of the most famous ghost stories associated with Burn Bray Mansion is the tale of the Lady in White. She is said to roam the halls in a flowing white gown, her presence accompanied by the smell of lavender. Legend has it that she was a former resident of the mansion who died under tragic circumstances, though the exact details remain a mystery. Many guests have claimed to have seen her ghostly figure gliding through the mansion's rooms late at night. Another commonly reported haunting involves unexplained sounds. Footsteps can often be heard echoing through empty hallways, even when no one is present. Doors have been known to open and close on their own, and disembodied voices have been heard whispering in the dead of night. Some guests have even claimed to have been physically touched by unseen hands, adding to the mansion's eerie reputation. The basement of Burn Bray Mansion is said to be particularly active with paranormal activity. Visitors have reported feeling an overwhelming sense of dread upon entering the basement, with some claiming to have seen ghostly apparitions or felt cold spots that defy explanation. Many believe that the basement was once the site of dark rituals or secret gatherings, contributing to its haunted aura. Despite its haunted reputation, Burn Bray Mansion has become a popular destination for those seeking a paranormal experience. The owners of the mansion embrace its ghostly history, offering haunted tours and overnight stays for brave souls who want to explore the mansion's mysteries for themselves. Many guests leave with stories of strange encounters and a sense of having experienced something otherworldly. Number 2. Hotel Chelsea. Hotel Chelsea, located in the heart of Manhattan, New York City, is one of the most famous and notorious haunted hotels in the state. Known for its rich artistic history, this iconic building has been home to numerous writers, musicians, and artists. But beyond its cultural significance, Hotel Chelsea has also developed a reputation as a hotspot for paranormal activity. Built in the 1880s, the hotel's Gothic-style architecture adds to its eerie atmosphere, making it the perfect setting for ghostly encounters. Over the years, many famous figures have lived and even died at the Chelsea, adding to the hotel's haunted legacy. The most infamous death was that of Nancy Spungen, the girlfriend of punk rock musician Sid Vicious of the Sex Pistols. In 1978, Nancy was found dead from a stab wound in their room at the Chelsea. Sid Vicious was arrested for her murder, but died of a drug overdose before standing trial. Since then, many guests have reported seeing Nancy's ghost in the hotel, particularly in the hallways near the room where she died. Some claim to feel an overwhelming sense of sadness or dread when passing by. Another famous resident associated with the Chelsea's ghostly history is writer Dylan Thomas. In 1953, Thomas fell ill and later died after staying at the hotel. Guests have reported hearing the sound of a man's voice reciting poetry, believed to be the spirit of Thomas, wandering the halls late at night. His lingering presence is said to add to the hotel's literary charm, though with an otherworldly twist. Hotel Chelsea was also home to many other artistic legends, such as Mark Twain, Arthur Miller, Patti Smith, and Bob Dylan. It's said that the creative energy of these past residents still lingers within the walls. Some guests have claimed to see shadowy figures of what they believe to be former artists who lived in the hotel. Others have reported hearing faint music or voices, as if the spirits of the past are still creating art in the afterlife. The building itself adds to the eerie feeling. Its narrow hallways, dark staircases, and vintage decor make it feel like stepping back in time. Some rooms have been left untouched for decades, giving the hotel an air of mystery. Several guests have reported objects moving on their own, doors opening and closing by themselves, and lights flickering with no explanation. One of the most common ghost sightings at the Chelsea is that of a woman dressed in white. She is often seen standing near the hotel's iconic wrought iron balconies, staring out into the city. Some believe she may have been a former guest who met a tragic fate, though her identity remains unknown. Despite its haunted reputation, Hotel Chelsea continues to attract visitors, both for its artistic legacy and its ghostly past. Paranormal enthusiasts, tourists, and artists alike come to experience the hotel's unique blend of history and mystery. While some guests come to enjoy the cultural significance of the Chelsea, others are drawn by the stories of ghostly encounters, hoping to catch a glimpse of the spirits said to roam its halls. Number 3. The Roxy Hotel in New York. The Roxy Hotel in New York, located in the heart of the Tribeca neighborhood, is renowned for its chic, Art Deco style and vibrant atmosphere, but it also holds a reputation as one of the city's haunted hotels. Formerly known as the Tribeca Grand Hotel, the Roxy has long been a favorite spot for New York's creative crowd, offering an elegant mix of luxury, nightlife, and history. Yet, beneath its glamorous facade, the hotel harbors stories of unexplained paranormal activity that have intrigued guests and staff alike for years. Built in the early 2000s, the Roxy's location is steeped in history. Tribeca itself is one of New York City's oldest neighborhoods, with a past that stretches back to the colonial era. Before it was a trendy hub for artists and filmmakers, the area was home to factories, warehouses, and tenements, some of which experienced tragedy and violence. It's believed that the spirits from this earlier time may still linger, adding to the Roxy's haunted atmosphere. In addition to the mysterious sounds, there have been reports of ghostly apparitions. Some guests have seen fleeting shadows or figures out of the corner of their eye, only for them to vanish when looked at directly. One of the most famous sightings is of a man dressed in old-fashioned clothing, who is often seen near the hotel's elevators or in the lobby. He is thought to be a ghost from Tribeca's industrial past, perhaps a former worker or resident of the area. The hotel's basement, which now houses the Django, a popular jazz club, is also a focal point for paranormal activity. Long before it was a space for live music, the basement may have served a much different purpose during the early industrial days of the neighborhood. Guests and staff have reported feeling an overwhelming sense of unease while in the basement, with some claiming to hear faint whispers or feel sudden cold spots. Even during live performances, the sense that something supernatural is present often lingers. Another chilling tale involves objects moving on their own. Some guests have returned to their rooms to find personal belongings inexplicably shifted, or items like furniture slightly moved. Lights have been known to flicker for no apparent reason, and doors have occasionally opened or closed on their own. While these incidents have not caused harm, they certainly add to the eerie ambience of the hotel. The Roxy Hotel's design, with its dimly lit halls, vintage decor, and dramatic architecture, only enhances the spooky vibe. Its luxurious yet slightly gothic atmosphere creates the perfect backdrop for ghostly encounters. Despite or perhaps because of its haunted reputation, the Roxy has remained a beloved destination for travelers looking for a mix of modern luxury and historic intrigue. The hotel staff, while generally dismissive of any major paranormal danger, don't shy away from sharing some of these ghost stories with curious guests. Many who stay at the Roxy are intrigued by its haunted history, hoping to experience a bit of the supernatural during their visit. The combination of its rich historical roots in one of New York's oldest districts and the stylish contemporary setting makes the Roxy Hotel an ideal destination for those drawn to the mysterious and unexplained. Whether you come for the music, the luxury, or the chance to encounter something otherworldly, the Roxy Hotel offers a truly unique experience. Its blend of modern elegance and ghostly legends make it a fascinating and potentially haunted place to stay in New York City.